All right. Hello and welcome to the interview. With me, I have Monique Ritz. Monique, do you consent to be recorded for the sake of this interview for Grand Canyon University?
I do.
Okay, awesome. All right. Well, Monique, I have a couple of questions for you to help observe the entrepreneurial mindset as well as leadership effectiveness.
Okay.
I believe I have four or five questions of various different lengths. I'll probably have some follow-up questions. Just answer them how you see fit. And then afterwards, I'm going to ask you some questions that may be about ranking certain things about yourself.
Okay.
Cool?
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you so much. So to start off, to give a little introduction, um, where do you work? What is your position, role? What industry is it in? How long have you been there?
Okay. So I work in the healthcare industry with Banner Health, which is one of the largest nonprofit health systems in the country. I'm a senior manager for contact center operations. And do you want me? I'm sorry. Do you want me to tell you what I do?
Just a few things.
Okay. Perfect. So I oversee the daily contact center workflows, manage operational teams, ensure the quality service delivery across multiple channels, and implement strategic initiatives to enhance the patient experience and the operational efficiency. I've been in this position for about 5 years, during which I have achieved several just significant milestones, and I can go into those if you want me to. But this role has given me the valuable experience in the healthcare operations and uh, yeah, change management and the importance of maintaining an entrepreneurial mindset, I guess, as we say, to drive the continuous improvement in a mission driven organization.
Awesome. And you were mentioning about achievements,
Yeah,
which is actually my next question.
awesome.
So consider your greatest career achievement in this role. If you could provide details like the time period, people involved, products and services, and any principles or strategies that were implemented to achieve that outcome.
Yeah. So just a few of the significant milestones I would have to say is improved first call resolution rates, reducing the patient callbacks and frustrations. And then I think the next one would have to be just Salesforce, which is implementation of transforming our contact center operations, which was done during our COVID-19 pandemic that was kind of rolled out around that time. This worked. It spanned from, like I said, 2020 to 2021. And it just reshaped how Banner Health delivers the patient access services. The situation required rapid modern modernization while at once navigating the just predicted, sorry, call volumes and just the clinical protocols and the heightened patient anxiety while we were going through the pandemic. I had to collaborate with just a lot of people. It was with clinical leadership, operational partners, frontline contact center staff to redesign some of the processes. Migrate to Sales. We had to migrate to Salesforce Health Cloud and launch new functionalities that supported virtual care registration for the agents and just clinical triage workflows and things like that.
Yeah, and I remember rolling out this new system right around the pandemic in healthcare. It was a whole situation.
Yeah.
Um, so why would you consider that achievement of that rolling out of that health systems to be so impactful?
I guess I consider this achievement impactful because it's not only stabilized our operations during a global health crisis, but also created like a long-term um, foundation, I would say, for digital transformation across Banner Health overall. I would say that this work fundamentally evaluated how we coordinated the care for our patients, support our patients, and empowered staff while demonstrating what is possible when technology, leadership, and just our mission overall come together under a lot of pressure.
Absolutely. All right, so now I'm going to ask for the ranking portion. So how this works is I'm going to give you a variety of characteristics. Think about the achievement of this goal,
Okay.
and I want you to rank them 1 to 5. 5
Okay.
is you use this always during the process. 1 you never used, and ranking from there. Cool?
Okay. Yep.
Awesome. So listening,
5.
5. And bear with me while I
Are you
write the
fine?
notes down. All right, empathy.
I would also say that's a 5.
Okay. All right, healing.
Um, mm, that was a 5 as well too.
Okay. Awareness.
Definitely a 5.
Oh, yeah. Persuasion.
Um, mm, that was like a 4.
4.
Yeah.
Okay. Conceptualization.
Oh. Um, 4.
Okay. Foresight.
Where's I would have to say 5 on that one.
Okay. Stewardship.
5.
Commitment to the growth of people.
That was a 5 as well too.
And finally, interest in building community.
5 for sure.
Especially around the pandemic, I agree.
Yeah.
And this is just for the recording. If we run out of recording time, there'll be a second video. So stay tuned for that. All right, but thank you. So moving on to our next question. Consider one significant challenge, preferably one with an ethical dilemma that you faced in this role. How did you handle it, and what was the outcome?
Yeah. So I would have to say it was probably around the Salesforce Health Cloud implementation. Um, I think I faced a significant ethical challenge when we discovered that the workflow was delaying high risk patients' calls from reaching clinical triage teams at the same time our contact center was strained due to COVID-19. The demand at that time, we were furloughing staff at that point.
Mm-hmm.
The dilemma required just balancing, I guess, the operational stability for an already stretched workforce that we were facing with the urgent need to protect the patient safety. Um, I would say, I escalated the issue, conducted a rapid cross-functional analysis with clinical leaders, operations, and just advocated for correcting the workflow despite the increased shortened term that we were facing with reduced teams. We just quickly, I remember we quickly implemented priority routing. We had specific team members that were specifically just handling COVID-19 patients, while we had other team members that were focusing on the other specialties that they were primarily overseeing as well too. I believe the outcome improved. That helped. It improved the patient safety while almost immediately um, maintaining the operational continuity, strengthened, I think, the team's trust, and ensured the issue cannot reoccur. But also reinforcing a culture of transparency with my team and patient first decision making during a really difficult time.
Yeah, it really was difficult too.
Yeah.
All right, and thank you so much for that. So now think about that process, and we're going to go through the qualities again.
Okay.
And if you could rank these qualities of how you utilize them when talking about this particular
Okay.
concern, this issue that we went through and resolved.
Okay.
Listening.
That was a 5.
Okay. Empathy.
5.
Healing.
Healing was 5 too.
Okay. Awareness.
5.
Persuasion.
Persuasion, yeah, 5 on that one too.
Mm-hmm. Conceptualization.
5.
Foresight.
4.
Foresight. Stewardship.
That was a 5.
Thank you. commitment to the growth of people.
That was 5.
All right. And interest in building community.
5.
All right. Next question. And if you need some definitions, I'm happy to provide them.
Okay.
But what was the mission, vision, and strategy of Banner Health? And how essential is the entrepreneurial mindset in achieving the mission, vision, and strategy of the organization?
Okay. So Banner Health's mission is to make healthcare easier so that life can be better. I believe this emphasizes patient-centered care, accessibility, improving the quality of life by removing barriers in the healthcare delivery. The vision for Banner Health envisions being a national leader in patient safety, clinical quality, and patient experience, serving as the trusted healthcare partner for our communities. Um, Strategy, I would have to say patient-centered care, personalized, compassionate care, addressing individual needs for each of our patients. Also, another one was innovation in the technology, implementing telehealth appointments for patients, and just overall, just the technology that patients can use to this day. Operational excellence, I would have to say, is another one, just streamlining processes to improve the efficiency while maintaining quality. I feel like that's an ongoing thing that we're always dealing with. um, and then just the community healthcare, health focus, addressing social determinants of health and expanding access. And for the what was the next question after that? I'm sorry, for after
Yes,
strategy.
the entrepreneurial mindset.
Okay. I would have to say it's in the healthcare, this encompasses innovation and care delivery, adapting to new technologies, the adaptability to changes, and I would also have to say problem solving and resourcefulness in managing the costs while improving the outcomes. Would have to be that. Does that help?
It absolutely helps. Thank you so much. All right. So we're going to do some rankings again. Now, the qualities we discussed previously when we were ranking are attributes of servant leadership.
Okay.
These are going to be attributes of entrepreneurial mindset. So once again, 5 is always used when in the pursuit of the mission, vision, and the strategy of Banner.
Okay.
1 is never used and everything right between there. So
Okay.
this is for you personally. When pursuing those aforementioned areas,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
how often do you use the need to achieve?
5.
5.
Mm-hmm.
Openness to experiences.
5.
Mhm. Innovation and creative ability.
5.
Risk propensity.
5.
Mhm. Proactivity and work ethic.
5.
Okay. Entrepreneurial self-efficacy, that's effectively the belief in your ability to pursue entrepreneurship.
Yes, 5.
Okay. And internal locus of control.
5.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right. One more question. Apart from servant leadership, which we talked in the first 2 questions, and the entrepreneurial mindset, what are 2 either lessons or attributes that are essential for success? And would there be anything that you would have avoided that may have derailed or delayed your success?
Okay. I think maybe 2 attributes would be critical situational communication is one. Another one would be the data-driven operational awareness. For the critical situational communication, I feel it's critical in an environment where contact centers agents frequently serve as the first point of patient contact, often during moments of stress, urgency, or even confusion. I think the ability to de escalate conversations, gather the accurate clinical details and translate complex medical information into clear guidelines um, is important to patient safety, um, appointment accuracy, and the appropriate triaging, right? For the data driven operational awareness, enables, I believe, leaders and frontline staff to use call metrics, patient access trends and workflows, analytics to make informed decisions that improve the efficiency, reduce wait times for patients, and enhance the overall patient experience. In a setting that we're in, where call volumes can shift, rapidly due to seasonal illnesses such as, the flu or, such as the pandemic that we had faced, or even system changes, the ability to that operational data and respond proactively is important. Um, I guess, and what was the next question? I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Blake.
is there anything that you wish you would have specifically avoided that may have derailed or delayed your success?
Yeah, I think one of my own experiences within the just being in the healthcare contact center environment, I wish I would have avoided was taking on multiple improvement initiatives simultaneously um, without fully evaluating the operational impacts, if that makes sense in a way.
Yeah,
In a contact center setting, like us, where even small process changes can influence call handle times, the patient satisfactory and staff workload. I believe, working too quickly on too many initiatives can unintentionally create inconsistencies, strain the resources or just even disrupt even workflows. I think even earlier in my career, my eagerness to drive improvement led to overlapping projects. I would say that competed for the same operational bandwidth, which ultimately slowed the progress and reduced the clarity for frontline teams. I've learned to pace initiatives, prioritize things based on patient and staff impact, and just engage our stakeholders early. I believe would have prevented avoidable delays and ensured a smoother process at that point. Um, I also think by understanding those importance of those targeted focuses, structured rollout planning is one of the biggest things, cross-functional communication. And with those, I've been able to better help support operational performance and just I believe, patient experience and within the contact center for my groups.
absolutely. And thank you so much. This is the last thing, and I just need a yes or a no.
Yeah.
Okay. I know just for the recording, I report directly to you. I'm an associate manager. You're the senior manager. I have 26 direct reports. So that means you
Mm-hmm.
have at least 27 reports under your umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
Can you verify with your own words? Have you had at least 10 agents or 10 employees under your umbrella, including this role?
Yes.
Okay, you heard it here first, folks. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for your time, Monique. If you have any questions for the college work, just let me know.
All right.
But I appreciate your time.
Good luck, Blake. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.